Hey, we're in the shop for a little bit. I'm having to clean up. Oh God, do I got a mess. But anyway, that's another subject. One good thing is I'm out of YouTube jail. Yeah, it took a little while, but I'm no longer in YouTube jail. But, so now I'll be making long format videos. Now, I'm gonna keep them down 10 minutes or shorter, okay? I don't want, in today's society, everybody's like, bam, 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 get to the point, whatever. All right, this video is about last weekend. I don't know if you guys know that I sub a lot for tree companies, all right? So we got called and I really didn't want to go. I had to go 2.5 hours away to another city in another state, all right? And we had about 63 to 65 stumps in the city that we had to do. And it had to be done on a Saturday. So we took our Bandit 2550 and the company leased a Vermeer older 2013 85 horsepower 8 something model. Don't hold me to it. All hydraulic. It had about 700 hours on it. It has auto sweep on it, and it's remote or manual controls. Now, when we got there about 9 a.m. and we talked short little powwow. I got a map. They had a map. The owner of the tree company towed the big machine, and we did what's called leapfrogging. I did one stump, then went to the next, back and forth. And they weren't all next to each other. They were a block, 2, 3 blocks away from each other. This was in a city. So they gave me a map. They had a map. The machine is also, like I say, radio control. My son and I don't use radio controls. Now, I've owned them before, but that's just my preference. I like manual over hydraulics. Just keep it simple, stupid, all right? This had a swing out on it to where it has a shield on it. So I ran it for about 2 minutes, called my son over, said, this is your machine for the day. So he went with the owner of the tree company. And so we had, like I say, 63 to 65 stumps, anywhere from 40 to 50 inches wide, all right, and different species of trees. And now I told the guy I would give him 1 day and we're gonna get this done. And he was like, are you sure you could get this done in 1 day? I said, just go. The owner, well, as soon as my son was done grinding, he would blow it in a pile, and then they had a grapple truck that would come later and grab the piles of mulch. Now, I had one of his best workers with me. He jumped in my truck. He was the co-pilot and the blower and raker, and I'm the grinder. So I'll show you some videos, not of us with the Bandit, but of this other machine. Now, I will be making a video of the machine close up, walking around the machine in about 3 weeks. The machine's for sale from Vermeer, and it's a 2013 with the Cummins motor in it. I'll tell you what, it's a great machine. I mean, from what I did with it and what we used it for, it was blasting them. I was blasting them too, and they couldn't figure out how I was able to, basically keep up. And I'll tell you the secret right now. The secret was I could load and unload off my tilt trailer fast. So as soon as I whipped up and parked in front of that next stump that I was doing, I drove off, went straight to the stump, knocked it out. They would have to load that. That's a bigger machine, okay? It's 4,000 and change pounds. I mean, when I do the video separately in about 3 weeks, I'll give you a detailed video of that machine and what it's for sale for. I'm telling you right now, it's a bargain. If somebody's looking for a big machine, you got a tree company, this machine will be a bargain, right? I'm not going to give you the price just yet, and that following one, I will. I've got to go back to that city the weekend after Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this coming weekend. We got to go back, and we've got to do 100 stumps. That's going to be pushing it. I won't lie to you. We'll probably work well after 5. All right. So we were able to do the 60, let's just say 65 stumps. We started at right around 9, and we spent a few minutes getting attuned to the machine and where we were, neighborhood and all. So by 9:30, we were full grown blasting. So we started at 9:30, we stopped at 12:30, we ate for about 45 minutes. And then after lunch, we regrouped and it says, hey, are you sure we can get this done? I said, we will be done at 4 o'clock or before. We managed to be done, the last stump, lockdown machines, everything at 3:33. I'm kind of anal about that stuff. And when I give an objective and a deal that I'm going to do, I live up to it, all right? I've been grinding a long time. I'm just saying to you. I know what machines can do. I knew what that other machine, that Vermeer, could do, and I knew what I could do on the one I had, all right? My 2550 Bandit, which is 49 horse. But I'll tell you what the key is, why I was able to keep up with them. Now, they could bazooka through them. One was it took them longer to load to go to the next stump. And then I told you I was able to unload faster than they were in grind, right? But I was also able to maneuver around faster because that's a bigger machine. That's a 4,000, let's just say 4,500 pound machine. And my machine weighs 2,300 pounds. So I got half the weight, but I was able to turn, whip around, get loaded, move around a stump if I had to, move around an obstacle if I had to, chase routes faster than they could, right? But if we were in a straight row like drag racing, they could have beat me. No ifs, ands, or buts. My advantage was loading and unloading and being able to go around stuff. And also, my son got to use the machine very well and got to understand it by the end of the day. It had auto sweep on it. And you'll see in the video, I'll show you different clips on the auto sweep. You'll hear it. The engine, what auto sweep does, so if you've never been familiar with a machine with auto sweep, what it does is, that doesn't mean that it's going left to right and grinding a stump automatically. No, that's not what it means. That means that the engine is in tune with the grinding wheel. So if the grinding wheel starts bogging down on the engine, it slows down the sweep of going left to right, all right? So that it keeps everything RPM up to proper range, and then you're just moving. You might go through slower, but that's what it does. It controls the engine and the cutter wheel are in sync. Mine doesn't have auto sweep, and it doesn't have it on these machines. The auto sweep is me. It's me pulling the lever to left or right, harder, slower, or lifting the wheel up to keep the engine RPM up. I'm just in tune with the machine. And matter of fact, the guy that they left with me to basically be my navigator and do the chips and stuff, he was asking me, how do I do it? He said, you never looked at your hands. And it's true, it's muscle memory. And some of you guys new to a machine and you pull the wrong lever at the wrong time and the machine bogs, or you just, don't worry about it. You will soon develop what's called muscle memory, to where you're not even thinking. Your hands are coordinated with your brain, and you'll listen to the engine. I wear hearing protection, and you should always wear hearing protection. But even through that, you can hear the engine pitch up, down, and you can feel the cut by the lever going across. Just trust me, all right, you would do that. So I'll show you a couple of clips here, and it's not a long video. I'm keeping it down under 10 minutes. So I don't normally go out of town, but this guy is so good to me, and I love this young guy so much, to where he was in a spot. So I'll go out with my son again. Boy, do I really want to drive 2.5, 3 hours to another state? But I'll do it. The money's good. He takes care of us. And you know what? It's a full day with his dad again. He's a fireman now, and I'm a retired fireman. So we work together 3 days a week, and I don't see him. Actually, I don't see him 3 other days, because one, he's totally off on Sundays, and the other is he's on duty or training for EMTI. So enough of that bull. Watch the videos. I'll put it's going to be some short segments. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. If you got a question about something, I'll be more than happy to answer you. The price of the machine, I'm not going to give it to you till I promised Vermeer that I would do a full review of that used machine for him to show you. So if you want to buy it, you'll see a full 360. You'll see under it, above it, and the side of it, what's bent on it, what's not bent on it. I'll show you it all right? So have a good one, man. Sit back and watch.